Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We are rejoining the Wanderer Alpha as it is about to make a correction burn to put it on a good course for Saturn. Huh. Looks like our solar particle analysis has been run. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and try to radio that in. I'm having some interesting issues with some of these dishes. This transfer rate will take a very long time, undoubtedly. Yep. So anyway, I use some of these non-RP-0 dishes for several things. We've got this same dish on the mission to Pluto. There's also two non-RP-0 dishes on our Voyager Window missions, which, interestingly enough, maintain connection, have the appropriate range, although it's not listed. I had to look at their part file. But the range listed there puts them well within range of Earth. Here's the interesting part. We get to 100%. Done. No science credited to us. It does not register that anything went home. We didn't get any science points out of it. And any contracts that depend on you radioing something home from a specific planet, of which we have many. Let me put Kerbal alarm clock away. Transmit science from space around Jupiter. This is still around Jupiter. Around Jupiter. We just transmitted some science. Did not give us credit. Yeah, and I've got a bunch of those. Flyby of Neptune and receive data. Flyby of Pluto and receive data. Flyby of Uranus and receive data. So that's an interesting conundrum, and if anybody knows how I can fix this, and I am not too scared to go in to the persistent file or to the part file individually to make changes to this to make it work as it is intended, please let me know in the comments, because I'm a little lost on that one. Alright, anyway, we need to set up a node. Oh good, noding is back. I can node again. Add maneuver. We need to get you as close to Saturn as possible. Focus view. So we'll just drag this in. I should have made this at Jupiter periapsis, but did not. Because honestly, I just forgot. Alright, and drag you in. And let's just pick one of the inner moons here, set as target. 32 degrees offset, that's interesting. So we're just going to try to get down to 5.1. I think we can handle that. We're gonna get in as close as we can to Saturn to make our orbital insertion burn, while trying to keep one of these nodes right at periapsis. That means that when we achieve orbit, the opposite, the ascending or descending node, will be at our apoapsis and make the inclination change super cheap. 10 degrees, that's not bad. And I would like to get us not within the ring. That could be catastrophic. Alright. Right about, yeah, oh, nope. Okay, scroll wheel, click, click, there we go. What is total? 10.3 degrees. That's not too terrible. And then add maneuver again. Let's, bonk. Is that orbit? That is an orbit, and that puts us way out there for our inclination change, which is right about what we want, because out there it's going to be super not expensive to do. That's fantastic. And what is that first node going to cost us? 612 meters per second. I think we've got that. Yep, almost 3K in the tank. How long? 22 hours. So I think that's our next burn. So let's just go ahead and get into position and take care of this real quick. Now it turns on a dime, this one. Alright. There's that, and let's just fast forward a bit. I guess we don't have to be particularly super accurate. Uh-oh, what did I forget? Why are we coming out of time warp? Probably a target change. I'm hoping anyway. Alright, we're about 3 minutes out. Let's ullage in that AJ-10 and ignition. That's a good light. And it says the burn's going to take about 2 minutes. We're about 3 minutes out from the node. I'm not too concerned about that. I think we'll be just fine. The good news here, at least, is that we can be a little more forgiving on this mission, since this is the only slingshot this one needs to get to where it's going. Just be nice to get the inclination right. That's really the big one. And shut down. A little premature. Is that 2.1 or 21? I'm pretty sure it's 2.1. But I'm just going to try to use the RCS to bring this back in just a bit. Come on, let's get you under the rings there. 0.6, 0.4, 0.3. And kill that node. Kill that node. Oh, perfect. Look at that. That descending node is almost right on top of our periapsis. So let's replot for orbital insertion. There we go. 1.1 kilometers per second. Excellent. Oh, this mission is shaping up quite well. I am very excited about that. And with that glorious outro from the dogs, we're going to go check on the James May. Alright, and with that done and out of the way, now we have a maneuver node for the James May in a mere 5 days. So we'll just go ahead and time warp a whole bunch to get to that. It's a 408 meter per second burn, which admittedly is not optimal. I didn't know about that little trick setting the nodes. I'm sure I talked about it earlier. But anyway, now that I know, I will probably be able to get these done a lot more efficiently. You know, in like another 100 years or so, when this planetary alignment comes around again, and we can do things much better. Oh, yeah, delete on close. Close alarm. I totally missed it. Yep, helps when you unlock some tanks, doesn't it? Alright, that gives us 354 meters per second. Those two tanks are empty. Let's unlock our two lateral tanks. There we go. And, oh, node is plus 12 minutes. Good job. Wow, that did not work out at all the way I wanted it to. Alright, I'll in our AJ-10. Ignition. Okay, so we've got a... I thought we had a fairly good thrust-to-weight ratio. It's 0.21, but for something this light, that really shouldn't be much of an issue. So I'm probably going to switch out to the map view just as soon as I verify we're not pulling fuel from any place we're not supposed to be. Fantastic. That works out quite well. This thing is topped off, right? Okay, good. Because yes, this is a very delicate maneuver. So there's our maneuver node that we are supposed to hit. Here's all our resultant angle. That is our current course. Oh boy, things are shifting quite rapidly here. What happened to our... Oh, is that it? Well, that's not good. That is... Well, it's curving around. Let's focus view here. Oh. Killed it just a little too soon, but I think we can correct this on RCS. We do need to be quite precise. This is going to be a rather close flyby of Saturn. Hopefully we can dial it in. Yeah, that looks about right. So let me switch out to here and let's see what we've got left in our tanks. We will probably consolidate these. Actually, so yeah, let's leave them open. in. It's totally going to fill up the center, but we're not going to completely drain those lateral tanks, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, we'll kill that. Make sure RCS doesn't screw up our telemetry. Let's jump back to the map view. That looks pretty good. It's a little off over there. I can't quite tell if that's... I don't think we're getting an encounter. Oh, we are getting an encounter. Neptune encounter. 4,184 days. Sweet! Oh, that's awesome. Alright, now, but while I think about it, let's pull... Wow. Not at all what was supposed to happen, but okay. Let's delete that node. And let's delete that node. And we'll delete that node. Okay, so I'm going to plot a node here at our Saturn encounter. Add maneuver. And we're going to use it to try to fine-tune our Neptune encounter. Which it will not... There we go. Focus view. Oh, that's really not that bad. Yeah. We'll just drag this in a bit. There we go. And that's only 280 meters per second. I guess not entirely efficient, but, you know, hey, why not? Now, while we're here, let's set that as a target. 1.8 degrees inclination. Oh, look, look, look. We can get the closest approach. We might be able to gravity assist off of Triton here. Oh, let's do this. Why do you skip? There! Bingo! Yes! Oh, that's awesome! 2.2 degrees inclination. We should probably correct for that, but... Oh, that's going to be awesome. Alright, Kerbal alarm clock. Add alarm. Maneuver node. 2 years. Add alarm. 280 meters per second, we get a twin flyby. That is... Oh, that is awesome. I really hope we can nail that. I do, however, want to see what it would take to hit orbit. I know that does take away our Triton encounter. Yeah, about 4.3 kilometers per second. Not ideal. Maybe we can pull some nice slingshottery. I mean, I doubt it, but the point here is to get the flyby. Looks like we're going to get the flyby. That is just insanely awesome. I'm super excited for that. F5. Not going to lose all of this amazing progress. I assume it quick save. I may have missed it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Kerbal alarm clock, you can go away. Did we set our alarm? Yeah, this is the James May. 2 years, 121 days. We have to jump back out to Clarkson and take care of his maneuver node, which I think is much more substantial. Oh yeah, I was... Dang it. F5. Come on. Quick saving. Got it. Okay, jump to ship. Brilliant. And this one is much more substantial. 644 meters per second. Unfortunately. But I think he also has a lot more fuel. He does. Well, that's near half, but okay. Yeah, we're at 2,600 meters per second. Not a big deal. We're still going to have, hopefully, more than 2 kilometers per second left in just this stage. And of course, we've got the onboard fuel itself. We've got our little drop probe. So hopefully all things here can be awesome. Alright, so we're angled in. Let's go ahead and warp our 2 days. Hopefully without screwing it up so bad. Oh, but you know what's going to happen, though. You know I'm going to screw it up real bad. I don't mean to be a spoiler, but it's obvious at this point. Alright, 2 minutes 35 seconds out. Start to ullage in our AJ-10 here. And looks good. Ignition. Good light. Okay, good. Just, I'm always scared that maybe I put the wrong engine on and I've got some very limited ignitions happening. Alright, we'll just zoom all the way out here, and of course there's our current course, there's our proposed course. So we should probably zoom in here at Saturn. Yeah, see that? Another encounter with Jupiter popping in and out. That's the one that we took advantage of for our iBot mission, the long-range photography. Yeah, so every now and again, just bounce, bounce, bounce. Encounter with Jupiter. Oh man, I just saw one that slingshotted way in here and got an encounter way in the inner solar system. Dang it. If only that were our objective. Okay, I have to pay attention to what's actually going on and not all these probables. Those are not the mission. We have to get this to Uranus. That is the mission. Ignore all others. So this is one where it actually kind of matters, and that we do need... Oh, go away, Kerbal Alarm Clock. We need to be kind of precise. I mean, I know we've got plenty of room, so we can come back and correct later, but it'd be really cool just not to. And shut down. Yep. A little soon there, but we're within 1.4 meters per second. I wonder which direction, though. Wow, what are we hitting there? That can't be here at Saturn, is it? No, that's still random Jupiter encounters, I suppose. Let's just bring that node down to us. Nope. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's kill that node. I'll set a new one here, add maneuver, and let's see what that buys us. Oh, smash. That's awesome. Alright, focus view. Let's see if we can't tune this encounter just a bit. Bring up our node. Whoa. That was a bit unexpected. Come on. Nice and easy. Alright, let's zoom it all the way in. That's very weird. Oh, dang it. It's doing garbage. Okay, good. It didn't just throw me off. I'll take that. That is a fairly nice flyby for 46.2 meters per second. Let's see what orbit would... Oh, come on. I have this feeling that's because I left the tanks unlocked, everything is going to be all cattywampus. So let's lock everything before it has a chance to screw me up some more. And make this not a collision course. There we go. Not looking too good for orbit here either, to be honest. 3.933 kilometers per second to hit orbit here. I would say we've got like, what, 2 grand left in the tank. And squeezing 1900 out of everything here might be asking a bit much, but I'm not going to say it's not possible. That one we might actually be able to hit, and that would be really cool. Awesome. Well, that's exciting. So all of our Voyager Window missions are on course, looking pretty solid. Man, this is exciting. I went from never having done any gravity assists on anything ever to doing multiple gravity assists. This is kind of a neat feeling. I don't really know what to do with this. And there, of course, is Kentucky Kev, which is about, what, 90 some odd days? 86 days from a quick maneuver before it will encounter Neptune. We launched that so long ago. And there is its slingshot off of Jupiter. That was completely random. Anyway, so I think I've bored all of you enough. That's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the next one. So, till then, see you later. Oh man, I almost forgot the creme de la creme, the iBot camera. Sorry, I thought I had already done this burn because it has actually been like a day or two since I loaded up KSP, and I'm glad I double checked because I did not have an alarm set up for it, just for the SOI change, but not in 2 days and 12 hours when we're supposed to make this 750 meter per second burn. So we're going to go ahead and get to that and try to refine this telemetry just a little bit, and hopefully we can get the whole thing plotted out, which would be extra awesome, although I'm probably not going to hold myself to such a high standard. So 12 hours. We'll just try to come out of time warp a little. I don't know. I have no idea how long this burn's going to take. Oh, I missed it already. Good golly. Alright. Well, let's switch here. Ullage. Wait for that to turn green. Oh man, I'm not even pointing at the node. Good grief. This is the one that matters. I'm going to screw it all up. Alright, well the good news is the active turning should have ullaged in our AJ10 for us. There's a good light. And we're off and burning. So this one does look like it'll take 2 minutes 30 seconds. That puts us a little behind where we wanted to be. Shouldn't be a huge deal. I think we can manage. So we'll just speed through a bit of this, and then as we start to get a little closer towards the end, I'm going to jump out to the map view and try to monitor it a little bit more closely. So I know in the original documents for this one we're going to try to hit all of the outer planets, or at least the 4 big ones. It just does not look like we can get enough of a gravity save off Neptune or Uranus to really make that feasible. So after hours, this is kind of what I settled for. Uh-oh. It looks like our course is predicated on slamming into Saturn. That changes things. Because yeah, that sure is an ejection. Alright, we should probably come in on the other side of Saturn, so I'm just going to disregard our initial node and touch up laterally with RCS and see what this buys us. Should probably get rid of most of these nodes. Yeah, okay, good. So I think if we want to make a braking pass, we need to come in on the other side of Saturn. Why didn't this burn get all those random encounters with Jupiter like the last one did? Alright, come on. Give me a periapsis, if you please. Boink. There's one, 1.7. Let's take that just a little further out. Add maneuver. And let's see what our resultant is. That is super interesting. Alright, I'm going to yeah, let's see if we can't just plot a node before that, add maneuver, and see if we can't adjust for that ejection just a little bit. Oh wow, that gets us super low. Are we impacting Saturn though? Yeah, that's not a real periapsis. We can't pull that off. Yeah, so if you thought for any length of time that you were going to get through the Voyager Window missions without at least a solid 5.5 minute segment of me just pulling at nodes, you are mistaken. You're lucky. This is a small segment of many hours of pulling at nodes. There's a Jovian encounter. I should double check this. Focus view. Yeah, that's collision course. We can't do that. We can in no way do that. Dang it. Holy crap. That we can get closer to the sun than we've ever gotten ever before ever. That is super interesting. But you know, while you're here, if you want to recommend a song for pulling at nodes, I am all ears. Boom. There's one. And not at a collision course. Thank goodness. Alright, let's see what that buys us as far as when we fly by Jupiter again. And what happens afterward. Next to nothing, turns out. So let's focus view on Saturn and make some adjustments here. Oh, that takes us almost to within Earth. And right back out to Saturn. Shit, which node is that? Okay, yeah, I've only got the one at Saturn right now, so perfect. Alright, last bit of fast-forwarded node pulling, I promise you. It's just super interesting to see how we can get flung so far out and then get pulled or shot right back so deep into the solar system just based on these gravity assists. This is really fascinating stuff for somebody who's just never done it before, so pardon my noviceness. Alright, well, we'll go for that for right now. So that's going to take us from Jupiter, where we currently are, to Saturn here, which will eject us out on this angle, where we will encounter Jupiter again, and that will sling us down near Earth's orbit. So hopefully we can get our encounter with Earth here. If not, we'll make some adjustments as we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to do this with RCS about a day beforehand, and we'll just see how the course tracks. So we're at least going to get some fairly good pictures of Jupiter and Saturn. We've got one set of pictures of Jupiter already. Those are worth about 120 science or so. So you know what, maybe I will just go ahead and light the engine. Kill it. So I know we're about a day ahead of schedule on this, so we need to just very gently, gently. We've got infinite ignitions, so just why the hell not? Although I know this isn't exactly exciting. I guess it is if you're me, because I've never done any of this before. But using these, I don't know, massive or effective, I don't really know what adjective I should be using to describe the gravity wells of these two gas giants, but they are super good at flinging stuff around the solar system. Alright. And we'll kill it there. Pull that node. See what happens. Looks pretty good so far. So let's go back and take a look at Jupiter. Oh yeah, it's not going to show us our actual course here, I guess, or maybe we're missing. I'm not entirely sure how it deals with plotting the actual telemetry of more than 2 nodes, because everything after that just looks like a dotted line. Oh, we're going to be way out here still. Yeah, if I change stuff, it doesn't change that. So, okay, we're going to deal with this, right? We're going to go with this for right now. I will make further adjustments once we get to Saturn. So, we will set that alarm. Add alarm. Maneuver node, 2 years, 99 days. Add alarm. Perfect. And, yeah, that's our second fly past of Jupiter. That'll be very broad. We will probably tune this because we can get much greater effects coming in a little closer or a little further, depending on where Earth is going to be when we swing back around that way. And many, many years. So, I mean, this is 19,065 days away. This is, yeah, that we swing past Jupiter first, right? Yeah, there's our encounter with Saturn. And then our encounter with Jupiter 10,000 days later. And 11,000 days later we'll be here. So this is our resultant after all of that. So we shouldn't get here without having first, hopefully, return to Earth. That's our goal. So we'll take a quick save. Now everything is on track, I promise you. Way to go, little guy. Way to go. And so that will actually do it for this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.